Hello students, in this lecture, which is the last lecture of chapter 5, we go through miscellaneous exercise 5 and finish with sums, questions based on integration by partial fractions. In question 1, that is choose the correct alternative. Sum number 5 is given, which is integral of dx upon x minus x square is equal to dash. They have given us 4 options over here. So we take dx upon x minus x square and taking x common in the denominator, we get x into 1 minus x. Okay, and therefore we write let 1 upon x into 1 minus x be a upon x plus b upon 1 minus x. And therefore we cross multiply. So we get 1 is equal to a into x into 1 minus x upon x plus b into again the same thing x into 1 minus x upon 1 minus x in this case. Now 1 minus x gets cancelled and therefore we get 1 is equal to a into 1 minus x plus bx. Now we write any one of these terms as 0. So let 1 minus x is equal to 0 and therefore we get 1 is equal to a into 1 minus 1 plus b into 1. So that the a term goes away and we get b as 1. The value of b comes out to be 1 in this case. Then next we put x as 0. So we write let x is equal to 0 and therefore we get 1 is equal to a into 1 minus 0 plus b into 0. B term goes away, so we get a as 1. Okay, and therefore our integral becomes integral of a upon x. That means 1 upon x plus b upon 1 minus x means 1 upon 1 minus x dx. We separate the integrals. Therefore, we get I is equal to the integral of 1 upon x dx plus the integral of 1 upon 1 minus x dx. Upon solving it, we remember that the integral of 1 upon x is log x. So, we get log, the integral becomes log x plus log of 1 minus x. Now, in this case, 1 minus x is given and so we also put upon minus 1 over here. Okay, and we modify this answer this way, that is log x minus log of 1 minus x plus c. Now comparing this answer to the options which are given to us, we find that A is the correct option in this case. So A is the correct option over here. The next sum you can try it out as assignment in your notebooks along with the other sums. You can do this sum by yourself and see it is simple enough actually. The third question, state whether the given statement is true or false. In that the fourth one, if the integral of x minus 1 upon x plus 1 into x minus 2 dx is equal to a log x plus 1 plus b log x minus 2, then a plus b is equal to 1. We have to check whether the statement is true or false. Well, there is only one method of finding it out, that is by solving the sum. So we write integral of x minus 1 upon x plus 1 into x minus 2. This is the given question. So we say let the whole term be as usual a upon x plus 1 plus b upon x minus 2. Therefore, we cross multiply. So we get x minus 1 is equal to a into the numerator is multiplied with both the numerators are multiplied with the term in the denominator on the LHS as usual. Whatever is common is cancelled from the numerator and the denominator. And therefore, we are getting x minus 1 is equal to a into x plus 1 plus b into x plus 1. Okay, in this case, I made a small mistake over here. Really forgive me. see, it is x plus 1 which gets cancelled, x minus 2 doesn't get cancelled, x minus 2 is there over here, okay? Yeah, so this term becomes a into x minus 2. Now, we put any one of these brackets as 0, let x minus 2 is equal to 0, and therefore x is equal to 2. And therefore we get 2 minus 1 is equal to a into 2 minus 2 plus b into 2 plus 1. A term goes away because it becomes 0, and therefore we get 1 is equal to 3b, or b becomes 1 upon 3. So we get b as 1 upon 3. Now the next term, let the second bracket, that is x plus 1, is equal to 0, and therefore x is equal to minus 1, and therefore we get minus 1 is equal to a into minus 1 minus 2 plus b into minus 1 plus 1. Thus the b term goes away and we get minus 2 is equal to minus 3b, or b is equal to 2 upon 3. Now our integral becomes, therefore we write I is equal to the integral of a upon, a is actually 1 by 3. Okay, here again I made a mistake. So minus 3a, and so here a is actually 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 upon the term is x plus 1. Okay, so 2 by 3 upon x plus 1 plus b is 1 upon 3. So 1 by 3 upon x minus 2 dx. So it becomes this way as usual. And the solution for this is 2 upon 3 log mod of x plus 1 plus 1 upon 3 log mod of x minus 2 plus c. Upon solving it, now we compare it with what statement that they have given us, because it's a true or false question if you remember. So in this case, they have given us that a log x plus 1 plus b log x minus 2. Now we got the answer of a as 2 upon 3 and the answer for b as 1 upon 3. Suppose we do a plus b, that is 2 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3, it becomes 1 ultimately. Isn't it? That means whatever statement that they have given us, it is actually a true statement. Thus the sum is done. Now we go on to the fifth question. It is actually question number 4. In question number 4, Roman 4, this way. Roman 4, the fifth question, that is evaluate. Okay. In the fifth question, the first sum is integral of 3x minus 1 upon 2x square minus x minus 1. So we come to the last question of the miscellaneous exercise 5 actually. Okay. So here, before starting to solve, okay, we factorize the denominator this way. Okay, we take the denominator actually. We don't take the numerator, but we take the denominator. So 2x square minus x minus 1. We split the middle term. So we get 2x square minus 2x plus x minus 1. Okay, and then we take 2x common initially. So we get x minus 1 over here plus 1 common. So x minus 1. And therefore we get two brackets, that is 2x plus 1 into x minus 1. So therefore our integral becomes the integral of 3x minus 1 upon 2x plus 1 into x minus 1 dx. And now we can write, let 3x minus 1 is equal to a upon 2x plus 1 plus b upon x minus 1. Now you know very well to cross multiply and cancel out the terms. Oh, over here we are supposed to write the denominator as well. Okay, now when we cross multiply, we get 3x minus 1 is equal to, in the a term 2x plus 1 gets cancelled, so we get a into x minus 1. In the b term x minus 1 gets cancelled, so b into 2x plus 1 we get. Okay, then we put x minus 1 as 0, and therefore we get x is equal to 1 first of all. So we get 3 into 1 minus 1 is equal to a into 1 minus 1 plus b into 2 into 1 plus 1. Now here 3 minus 1, that is 2, is equal to 3b. And therefore b is equal to 2 upon 3. Okay. Next we put the next term as 0. That is we write let the other term 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. In this case x becomes x is equal to minus 1 upon 2. Look at it carefully. X becomes minus 1 upon 2. Therefore, we get the term as 3 into minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 is equal to a into minus 1 upon 2 minus 1 plus b into 2 into minus 1 upon 2 plus 1. Okay, over here what happens is that 2 gets cancelled. So, the b term just goes away. It becomes 0. So, going further, we solve it this way, that is okay, by equalizing the denominator. We can equalize the denominator still further. Over here also. Now the 2 goes away from both the terms. Therefore, we get a is equal to 5 by 3. So, a becomes 5 by 3. So, therefore, our integral is going to become the integral of 5 by 3 upon 2x plus 1 plus 2 by 3, because b is 2 by 3 upon x minus 1 dx. Again, as usual, we separate out the integrals. So, we get 5 upon 3, the integral of 1 upon 2x plus 1 plus the integral of, that is 2 upon 3, the integral of 1 upon x minus 1 dx. So, this becomes 5 upon 3 log mod of 2x plus 1, because 1 upon x is, the integral of 1 upon x is log x. So, 1 upon 2x plus 1 is also log 2x plus 1, but upon 2 we are supposed to write. So, upon 2. Okay. Plus 2 upon 3 log of x minus 1 plus c. So, this becomes our answer over here. The second sum in question number 5, okay, that is the integral of 2x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 1 upon 2x square minus x minus 10 dx. Now, in this case, we see that the degree of the numerator is greater than the degree of the denominator. As you can see, the degree of the numerator is 3. X cube term is there, so it is 3. And in the denominator, the x square term is the highest term. So, degree is 2. So, degree of numerator is greater than the degree of the denominator. So, we simplify this fraction by dividing the numerator by the denominator. Okay, so we divide. This is a rough work actually. You do not have to show it in the exam time, but yet you have to do it in order to get the further terms. Okay, so we divide the numerator by the denominator. Okay, and then see, how do we divide it? You must be remembering your division anyway. We take the first term from the dividend, actually 2x cube upon the first term of the divisor, that is 2x square. Upon cancelling, we are going to get x in this case in the numerator. So, we get x as the quotient, first quotient. Then we do x into divisor, x into 2x square minus x minus 10, which gives us 2x cube minus x square minus 10x. So, we write it over here, 2x cube minus x square minus 10x. We change the sign throughout, and thus we get 2x cube minus 2x cube becomes 0. Minus 3x square plus 3x square gives us minus 2x square. Minus 9x plus 10x gives us plus x. And plus 1 remains as it is. Okay. Next step, again the same thing. The first term, that is minus 2x square, is divided by 2x square of the divisor. Okay. So, we are going to get minus 1 over here. So, it becomes x minus 1. Okay. Then again minus 1 into, see, minus 1 into 2x square minus x minus 10. which is going to give us minus 2x square, minus and minus plus x, and minus 1 into minus 10 is plus 10. Okay, then in the next step, we change the sign throughout so that both the first term and the second term becomes 0. The third term, 1 minus 10, gives us minus 9. So as a result, you see that we get x minus 1 as the quotient. So in this way, we get x minus 1 as the quotient, minus 9 as the remainder, and 2x square minus x minus 10 is the divisor. Okay, it is a divisor. And this term is the dividend. Okay, this way. Now, in the next step, okay, now in the next step, the whole term, that is 2x cube, the whole fraction, which is 2x cube minus 3x square minus 9x plus 1 upon 2x square minus x minus 10 is written in this form, that is quotient plus remainder upon divisor. The whole fraction becomes this way. So this becomes the quotient. Quotient is x minus 1 plus remainder upon divisor, that is minus 9 upon the divisor, which is 2x square minus x minus 10. It looks long, but it is not at all hard. So this much we did in the rough work actually. So therefore, okay, only the division is done as rough work. Remember that. The division, this much part is rough work. So once we do that, we write the fraction this way. And then we get the integral. Now the integral changes. The question becomes integral of x minus 1 minus 9 upon 2x square minus x minus 10 dx. So we separate the integrals. So we get x dx over here minus 1 integral of dx, okay, minus 9 the integral of 1 upon 2x square minus x minus 10 dx. Now we already know the answer for the first two terms. So therefore the first two terms can be written as x square upon 2 minus x. Okay, the last term, the third term, we are yet to find the answer. So we write it as it is for now. Okay, but then we have solved the first two terms. So we write over here a constant, that is plus c1. And remember that we have written c1. Now what about the third term? Well, the third term can be solved in two ways. It can either be solved by completing the square method and applying the formula, or we can solve it by partial fractions. Since we are doing partial fractions anyway, we will solve it by the method of partial fractions only. That is, we write let 1 upon 2x square minus x minus 10. Or before writing let, we can at least factorize the 2x square minus x minus 10. So in this case, the denominator 2x square minus x minus 10, by splitting the middle term, we get 2x square minus 5x minus 4x, not minus 4x but plus 4x minus 10. In this way. So in this case, we take common. So x is common in the first two terms. So x into 2x minus 5 plus, in the second term, 2 is common. So again we get 2x minus 5, as you can see. So the two terms are x plus 2 and 2x minus 5. So in this case, we take 1 upon, so we take the whole term. So we write let, now our integral changes to, it becomes this way, that is 1 upon, the first term is x plus 2, the other term becomes 2x minus 5 is equal to a upon x plus 2 plus b upon 2x minus 5. Okay, then as usual, we write let x plus 2, that is first we cross multiply. So we get 1 is equal to a into 2x minus 5 plus b into x plus 2. Then we write let any one of these terms, say x plus 2 is equal to 0. And therefore what happens is, therefore we get x is equal to minus 2. And therefore when we substitute over here, 1 is equal to a into a into 2 into minus 2 minus 5 plus b into minus 2 plus 2. So b term goes away. So we get 1 is equal to a into minus 4 minus 5, which is minus 9a. Okay, therefore a becomes minus 1 upon 9. So thus we get the value of a as 1 upon 9. Now let us take the other term also as 0 in the same way. So let 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore x becomes 5 upon 2. And therefore 1 is equal to a into 2 into 5 upon 2 minus 5 plus b into 5 upon 2 plus 2. So in this case 2 goes away, 2 gets cancelled in the bracket. So a term becomes 0. And what about the b term? B term we solve further. So we get 1 is equal to, upon cross multiplying and solving, we get b is equal to, that is b into 9 upon 2. And therefore b becomes 2 upon 9. So therefore our integral, okay, the entire integral. Now let us write the entire integral. So we got a term and the b term. So okay, let us write this first. First of all, what term we got, let us write over here. So our integral becomes I is equal to the integral of minus 1 upon 9 upon x plus 2 plus 2 upon 9 upon 2x minus 5 dx, isn't it? So now our entire integral term becomes this way. If you remember, we have solved part of it first only. So our entire integral term becomes I is equal to the entire integral, that is, the first term was x square upon 2, the second term was x minus 9 integral of now these two terms, minus 1 upon 9 upon x plus 2 plus 2 upon 9 upon 2x minus 5 dx, and plus c1 also. If you remember, we had put c1 over here. So this becomes x square upon 2 minus x. Now separating the integrals, we get 9 into 1 upon 9. That 9 goes away, and minus into minus becomes plus integral of 1 upon x plus 2 dx. Similarly, for the next term, second term also, 9 into 2 upon 9, it becomes only 2, and the minus sign is there because minus into plus is minus. So 2 integral of 1 upon 2x minus 5 dx plus c1. Okay. Then in the next step, 1 upon x plus 2 becomes correct. It becomes log x plus 2 minus 2 log of 2x minus 5 upon 2, because 2x is there, so we put upon 2. Now c1, okay, so we write plus c1 plus c2. Now c1 and c2 together can be written as the same constant, one constant, that is c in the next step. So 2 gets cancelled over here, so we get x square upon 2 plus all the other terms are same, plus c. Now combining the constants we get c. Now this answer, in your textbook, some difference is there with respect to sign over here in this particular term, but don't worry, this is the correct answer for this particular integral that is there. Okay, you can correct the answer there also. The third question in this category, the integral of 1 plus log x upon x 3 plus log x into 2 plus 3 log x dx is given. Obviously, when you observe the sum, by now we have come to the last sum of the lesson. Obviously, you find that you have to substitute. So we write let log x is equal to t, and therefore 1 upon x dx becomes dt. So therefore our integral becomes the integral of 1 plus t upon 3 plus t into 2 plus 3 t dt. Okay, because 1 upon x dx is dt, and therefore we get this particular term. So as usual, we write let 1 plus t upon 3 plus t into 2 plus 3t to be written as a upon 3 plus t plus b upon 2 plus 3t. Now what you are going to do is you are going to take it up as a challenge and complete this sum as an assignment and prove that you have understood the lesson completely. If there is any difficulty, don't worry. You can always pass on a message to me. I'll solve this sum and give it to you. Okay, send the pic of it to you. So do try this sum out as an assignment. And remember, you cannot leave integration as an option out, because the next lesson, which is definite integrals, also deals with integration, and the next to next lesson also deals with integration and differentiation. So you cannot leave these lessons. Calculus cannot be left out as option for you in the exam time. If you hope to score good marks, then. If you're only passing marks, then it's enough. Then we can do whatever you want. Okay. So keep practicing. Stay safe. Do subscribe and like the channel. We'll meet in the next lecture when we begin with the next lesson. Bye, students.